Hi, I'm Aneta, and today I will be talking about functional behavior assessment and functional analysis. Currently, I'm a behavior technician working in a pediatric clinic, and most of my experience is in that setting. After passing my BCBA exam, I plan to continue working in a clinical setting to gain more experience as a BCBA, and then maybe I will switch to working in a school setting. When it comes to reasons for conducting either functional behavior assessment or functional analysis, there has to be a problem behavior present that prevents individual and his or her environment from successful functioning. An example of a problem behavior might be a student who engages in self-injury behaviors, is non-compliant when needed to follow teacher's instructions, or a child who elopes from home, or a child who spits at other people. Those behaviors might prevent learning, limit social interactions, or even put individuals' life in danger. As we know, each behavior has a function, and in order to find what function behavior serves, there is a need of observation and thorough analysis. Once the function of target behavior is known, an effective intervention can be developed that possibly will decrease the maladaptive behavior. Both functional behavior assessment and functional analysis are used to determine function of a problem behavior and then development of the intervention by looking at the relationship between environmental factors and the problem behavior. Functional behavior assessment is a multi-step process of investigating the function of behavior, and it might take a long time before obtaining results. FBA is broken down into three parts, which are indirect observations, direct observations, and intervention. There are different ways of conducting indirect and direct observations, but I will talk about that a little later. So while FBA can take a long time to complete, a functional analysis, on the other hand, can be conducted in a reasonable time frame, and results might provide satisfying answers about the problem behavior. Functional analysis is done by testing problem behavior by manipulation of the consequences in different conditions. We have 5 conditions, which are as follows. Alone condition, where client is left alone, there are no consequences for the problem behavior. Attention condition, where attention is provided. Demand condition, where demand is removed. Tangible condition, where tangible is provided. And play condition, which is also known as a control condition. In a play condition, reinforcers are provided and there are no demands. And it's also called control condition because results from previous conditions that I was talking about are measured against the control condition. Observation of the target behaviors across those 5 conditions help us find out if behavior is controlled by attention, access to tangible, escape, or automatic reinforcement. Sometimes functional analysis can be a part of functional behavior assessment, but it's not always included. Many factors like intensity of the behavior, frequency of the behavior, or a setting can influence the decision of behavior analyst or another professional about using one strategy over another. For example, a BCBA with a small caseload might be more willing to conduct functional behavior assessment, while a BCBA with the larger caseload might find functional analysis to be more appropriate. Also, when looking for a function of severe problem behaviors like self-injury or aggression, it might be wiser to conduct functional analysis to learn the function as quick as possible to protect health or even a life of the client and all people involved. In my clinic, we conduct functional analysis more often than functional behavior assessments, and the reason is the fact that functional behavior assessment takes longer to complete. I will go over how we conduct functional behavior analysis because because I want to share the steps we complete, as like I said, they might differ across different settings and professionals. So the steps of functional behavior assessment. First, the description of the client, where I write about simple information like age, like if the client has siblings, what are the home settings, if the client attend only therapy or also like other programs. Then I interview a parent or a teacher if the child is in the school. Then we do ABC observation. I have a ABC chart, so we focus like on the date, antecedent, the behavior, and the consequences. After that, we do conditional probability analysis, when there's a formula that uses proportions of occurrences of the behavior. After that, we do the scatterplot chart, which looks like this. So the day is broken down into the time frames, the settings, and each day we collect data of the target behavior. After scatterplot chart is done, we do data triangulation chart, where we compare information from the interview, the ABC data, and the scatterplot. We write operational definitions of the behavior, also decide on what measurement system are we using, and then we write functions of behavior hypothesis based on diagnostic codes. Then we move on to the baseline assessment, and then we write intervention plan. And the intervention plan, we write about antecedent strategy, replacement behavior, and consequences. After we use intervention, we graph. Before we graph the baseline, but after the intervention, we also graph the intervention. So this is an example of the table where we talk about how many sessions we had, on what days, the frequency of the behavior, and the phase, which is a baseline or the intervention itself. And then we put it on the graph. After all those steps are completed, we analyze the results. So that's how I do FBA in my clinic. It is a very lengthy process, and it usually takes around like 2 months to complete. But it's a very great experience. It investigates the problem behavior in a very great detail, and usually it provides us very helpful information and helps us come out with the function of the behavior, and then based on that we are able to develop the effective intervention. So the questions that I have for you are, if you do a functional behavior assessment, is functional analysis part of it? And another question, does intensity of the behavior influence the decision about using functional behavior assessment or functional analysis? I hope to learn about how you conduct FBA or FA in your setting, and I look forward to have a discussion about it. Thank you so much for watching.